everyone, welcome to 1/6 Scale. I hope you're having an awesome day and welcome to the Barbie Yoga Studio Diorama. Everything I made for this diorama I found at a dollar store. It's called Dollarama. It's a dollar store that we have in Canada. And I also found one thing from the Dollar Tree. The three walls and the floor I made from foam board. And the back wall has a marble effect and the floor has a wood grain effect. And I used shelf lining paper to get that effect, and they have a sticky backing on them so you can stick them directly onto the foam board. And you could use any colors, any styles that you'd like, and you could change out the walls, and you could also change out the floors. On the back wall is a picture of a lotus flower. I made this from my Cricut machine. If you don't have a Cricut machine, you could print one from your computer. You could cut one out from a magazine or a calendar, and then just cut around it and glue it on the wall. I found this little shelf at the dollar store. It's actually a drawer organizer to put your cutlery in, like your forks, knives, and spoons. And then I turned it on the side to make a shelf. And then I put some decorations on the shelf. They have these little bottles at the dollar store, and they come empty like this, and they have a little cork on top. I put some sand in here that I found at the beach. And you could also put other things in them. This one I put sugar in. And if you don't have sand, you could always use brown sugar, and you could also fill them with glitter. And they also have these bottles there as well, and they're already filled, and they have like little colorful shapes in them. And I also found some shells at the beach, and I put them on the shelf just for a little more decoration. On the second shelf, I made some towels for the yoga studio, and I found these white face cloths at the dollar store. And I just took the face cloths and I cut little strips and folded them up, and then just put them in on the shelf and stacked them up to make them look like little towels for the yoga studio. On the bottom shelf, I have these little yoga mats, and I made these from textured foam. You can get foam that are different textures, and I like the textured foam because it looks more like a real yoga mat. To make the yoga mat, I took a piece of foam and I cut the foam the length and width that I wanted it to be. And then I just rolled it up and I glued it with my glue gun. And I also cut rectangles to use as yoga mats for the dolls. Over in this corner of the yoga studio are some planters. This plant is a little fake plant, and it's in a little ceramic dish, and it has some rocks in it. The rocks are glued in. And they have a lot of variety of these at the dollar store. And this plant I made, and everything I used to make this plant I found also at the dollar store. To make this planter, I start with a votive holder, and this I found at the dollar store. It's glass, and this is a leftover one from Christmas, but you can use any type of clear votive holder. And then I took some jute twine, and I wrapped it around the votive holder, and I glued it on with the glue gun so that it looks like this. Then I took some wet floral foam, and I took pieces of it and I put it into the votive holder and packed it all down. Then I found this lavender bush, and it was $1.25, and this is just a faux plant. You could use flowers or any kind of plant that you would like. I cut some pieces off of the lavender bush, and then I put them into the planter. And on this side of the yoga studio, we have a little cat, and he's a little stone cat with a faux plant on his head, and I thought this cat was really cute. They have other animal shapes there as well. We have another one of these faux planters, and I found this at the Dollar Tree, and I think it's a candle holder. I think it goes this way, and I turned it upside down, and it makes a perfect table for the dolls, a perfect 1/6 scale, and it has a stone top on it. You can get them round, rectangular, or diamond shaped. And on this side of the yoga studio, we have some Barbies waiting for the next yoga class. That's how I made a yoga studio diorama from things that I found at the dollar store. And no Pilates studio would be complete without some Barbies doing Pilates. I have the 2016 Made to Move Barbie in the back. She is a curvy doll. She's doing the warrior pose. And this is a 2016 Made to Move doll. She's original doll with the Millie face, and she's doing the bird dog pose. I don't know how she's staying up, but she seems to be holding that pose really well. And then this doll is from 2015, and she's a Made to Move doll as well. I really like these outfits that the Made to Move Barbies are wearing. It's a little pair of yoga pants, a capri length, and also a little yoga top. So this gave me the idea to make my own Barbie yoga clothes. I had some yoga pants that I wasn't wearing anymore, so I thought it'd be a good idea to make some yoga outfits for the dolls. Lena is wearing a gray outfit. It's the yoga pants and the yoga top, and I made it from these gray yoga pants that I had. And this doll is wearing a colorful yoga pants and yoga top, which I made from these yoga pants. This is Lena's outfit up close. It's a little yoga top and a little pair of capri pants. And this doll is also wearing the yoga top and the capri length yoga pants. Let's make some yoga outfits for Lena and Minnie T. You can use yoga pants, any kind of yoga pants that you have, and you can also use any material as long as it has a really good stretch to it. So grab your yoga pants and let's get started. To make the yoga pants, start with a pair of yoga pants. Start with the leg of the yoga pant, and at the bottom of the leg, measure down 6.5 inches, pin it or mark it, cut across with your scissors. With the piece of fabric that you just cut from the leg of the yoga pants, with your scissors, cut down one side of the leg and cut down the other side of the leg. And now you should have 2 pieces of fabric. Take one piece of fabric and turn it over. The cuff that has already been sewn at the bottom of the yoga pants, we are going to use for the waistline of the yoga pants for the doll. With a pen or fabric marker, trace around the doll, going around the waist and down the legs on both sides, and also the inside of the legs. And when you're done tracing around the legs, remove the doll from the fabric. And now you have an outline pattern of the yoga pants, and next we're going to sew up the yoga pants. With a ruler, draw a line across at the length you want your yoga pants to be. You can have full-length yoga pants, capris, or shorts. I'm going to have capri yoga pants, so I drew my line at the point that I want for the length of the pants. Fold the fabric at the line that we just made. Pin it with some straight pins. With a needle and thread or a sewing machine, sew across the folded fabric. You sew on the bottom of the fabric to make a hem for the capri pants, and you also do that on the second piece of fabric. And now you can take both pieces of fabric, join them together so the right sides are matching, and you're working on the wrong side of the fabric. And now with your sewing machine or your needle and thread, you're going to sew down the outsides of the pants, and you're also going to sew up through the middle and the insides of the pants. Now we've sewed the outside of the pants and the inside of the pants. Take your scissors and cut around the outside of the pants. And there is your completed yoga pants. Now take the yoga pants and turn them right side out. And this is what they look like on the doll. They are a tight fit because they are a yoga pant. And by pre-hemming the bottom of the yoga pants first, we put a nice hem on the bottom. And by using the hem of the leg of the yoga pant, it's already pre-hemmed and it puts a thicker band on the waistline. To make the yoga top, first we start with a piece of paper. We're going to make a pattern, and we make a square that is 5.5 centimeters by 5.5 centimeters. At the bottom of the square on one side, measure in 0.5 centimeter and make a mark. And on the other side of the bottom of the square, measure in 0.5 centimeter and make a mark. On the bottom of the square, measure up 3.5 centimeters and make a mark. And on the other side, measure up 3.5 centimeters and make a mark. With your ruler, line up the 2 marks that we just made at the 0.5 centimeter and the 3.5 centimeter. And with your pen, draw a line to join up the 2 points. And repeat that on the other side. At the top of the square, measure in 1 centimeter on both sides and make a mark. To make the opening for the sleeve, we're going to join up the 2 points, the one at the top that we made at 1 centimeter and the one that we made at the side that was at 3.5 centimeters. And we just make a half semicircle like that, and that's going to be our sleeve opening. And again at the top, we measured in 1 centimeter on each side, and at the 1 centimeter point, we're going to go in 8 millimeters. It's very precise, but this is a very tiny Barbie top, so 1 centimeter from the outer edge of the square, and then an additional 8 centimeters in, make a mark, and make a mark. In the middle of those 2 points that we just made, measure down 1 centimeter, and with your pen, draw another half circle and that will be the neck opening of the yoga top. With our scissors, we're going to cut out the pattern. First, we're going to cut out the 5.5 centimeter square that we made. Here's the square cut out, and now we're going to take the square and we're going to fold it in half. With our scissors, we're going to cut up that first line that we made. And then the arm opening that we made, we're going to cut that. And we're also going to cut the neck opening. And when you open it up, you have a pattern for your yoga top. Cut a piece of fabric from the yoga pants that is 10 centimeters wide by 14 centimeters long. Fold the fabric in half so that the wrong side is showing out. Place your pattern on the fabric, and the top of the pattern, line it up with the fold of the fabric. With your pen or fabric marker, trace around the pattern. At the bottom of the yoga top, fold the fabric and sew across. Once you've sewn across the bottom, this is going to make a hem for the yoga top. Turn it around, fold the fabric on the other side, and sew across. Now you have a hem for the yoga top on both sides, and to finish it, we're going to sew up both sides and stop at the arm opening. So now we've sewn up both of the sides to the arm opening. To finish it, we're going to cut up the side of the top on the outside of the stitches, cut around the arm opening. Repeat that on the other side, fold the yoga top in half, and with your scissors, cut the neck opening. Turn it right side out. And there you have your completed yoga top. And here's the yoga top on the doll with the matching yoga pants. That's how you make yoga clothes for your dolls from yoga pants in a 1/6 scale. I hope you give this project a try, and thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time.